Ladies and gentlemen, I have been doing this for 3 years as of today. Some would say that's too much. I might agree. But either way, I am your favorite VTuber Android Arrowhead. Please don't fact check that. And I am here to ask more questions on or not ask questions, but answer them. So, in a manner of speaking, this is kind of more like answer Reddit when you think about it. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I am here riding off the hype of a new Monster Hunter Wilds trailer that is really good. Gore is back. That's cool. Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So, hey, Lolbit, welcome to the stream. How you doing? I see you changed your name a little bit. A lol bit, if you will. Anywho, let's get the first question going. Alright. What video game desperately needs a remastered version or remake? So, it's also over my head. Ignore that. It's... yeah. Firewall! Hey, welcome to the stream, man. You ever sit in the toilet and start contemplating about your place in the universe? I'm 99% sure when Rene Descartes thought of the phrase cogito ergo sum, he was taking a leak. Just imagine it's like, I piss, therefore I am. I could see that being a line in, like, I don't know, Metal Gear? Anyway. So, I didn't expect the Reddit thing to be, like, literally on my head, but we'll just keep going. That's a very fitting thing to happen as, like, a little thing for this channel. Anyway.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Let's go ahead. Alright, yeah, so, yeah, I didn't even answer the question. Alright. What video game desperately needs a remaster or remake? Alright, so here's the thing. There was a leak, or not like a leak or something like that, there's a rumor going around of Devil May Cry 1 getting remade. I think the game that needs to be remade is Devil May Cry 2, because that game sucked. Anyway, how have I been there? My OnlyFans still eludes me. Funny you should mention that. That'll be relevant later. Anyway, I've been doing just fine, Firewall. How you been doing? Good to see you here. But yeah, I would say here's my like my thought process on remakes, right? I think like as much as I want Code Veronica to get a remake and get it like updated to the modern style of Resident Evil, Code Veronica is a great game on its own. I like it a lot. I think it's a very cool. I think it's honestly of the classic Resident Evils, I think it's the best. But when you think about it, should a remake not be for games that sucked? When you really get down to it, because it gives them a chance to then be good. Granted, no one's gonna ask for a remake of Devil May Cry 2 or Resident Evil 6. Well, great, okay, 6, I'll give 6 some credit. It was at least not as bad as Devil May Cry 2. But, I maintain that although I like things like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Persona 3 Reload, I think remakes should be for things that either do the game wildly differently, like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Okay, bad example. Or it should be for a game that was complete shit. And then they can make it better. That's my thought on that. That's an Arrowhead take, I suppose. But yeah, that's what I think about that. That said, if Capcom wanted to make a remake of Code Veronica, I would have no issue with that. Decidedly, I think I would even be happy. Putting that one out there, saying how I feel. If anyone at Capcom is watching this, where the fuck is Code Veronica? Anyway, yeah, next question. Who is the best casting choice in a movie ever? Honestly, that's a tough one. Like, I feel like there are a lot of actors who can say, like, oh, they did a brilliant job with their role or anything like that. But I think if I was to say anyone, like, if we can expand this a little to TV shows as well, I don't think there's anyone who could play Dennis on Always Sunny better than Glenn Howerton. I guess if we're going for movies, it'd be like I really like Anthony Hopkins in Silence of the Lambs. I thought he did a really good job of seeming like a crazy guy who eats people. Fantastic work there. But, like, I don't know. I feel like when it comes to actors and characters, there's always, like... I think that's, like, what I aspire to as an actor. Where it's like, I don't have to necessarily play, like, King Lear or anything, or Hamlet. But I want to be considered the greatest guy to ever play whatever role that I play. It is entirely for my ego. But I will take it in. Oh, yeah. Remake Remaster every game on PS3 that never made it to the PS4 and 5, because PS3 was a developer nightmare. Okay, you know, that's true. Yeah. So that's like Metal Gear Solid 4, I guess Bloodborne, technically, but I think that's also a PS4 remaster sort of thing. Either way, also bring back Bloodborne, Sony. Putting that one out there. I don't know if Miyazaki's in charge of that. I don't know who's in charge of that, but yeah, we need... For all the fans of me that work at Sony, even if you work in, like, the music department... Oh yeah, Danny DeVito's Wolverine, that would have been incredible. Oh yeah, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine was really good. Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. I would say both of those were excellent choices. I liked them a lot. But yeah, what else was I gonna say? But yeah, the PS3, anything from there would be great. Especially Metal Gear Solid 4, because I don't think that's ever left the PS3. To my knowledge. But yeah, that would be incredible. Danny DeVito as Wolverine, that I still think they should have had that as like a reference in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. I think that would have been a hilarious thing that he just goes into a timeline and it's like the timeline where Danny DeVito was Wolverine and everything is like on fire except for Danny DeVito. That one dude from Hobbit is Trevor Belmont. Real? Well, there was a guy from The Hobbit as Trevor Belmont in Castlevania? Huh. I need to look at the casting for that again. But yeah, I think he did a really, really good job in that. Really, the entire Castlevania cast just kind of killed it. Man, like, I should rewatch Castlevania at some point. I've seen the first season of Nocturne. I haven't seen the second one yet. I don't know if it's supposed to be better. I like Nocturne well enough. I mean, the animation's really good, but I don't think it has, from what I've seen in the first season at least, the same sort of, like, power the first season did. I don't know, like, the charisma of the characters in season 1 was just, in the first, like, the first series of Castlevania was really, really good. And the writing was great. And I like them well enough in Nocturne, but I kind of like Sypha, Trevor, Alucard as like a fun little group. What, the Dwarf King and the Hobbit? Oh, that guy! Yeah. Thor... Oakshield. Thorin Oakenshield, I think. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, that guy. I can see it now. Alright, yeah, that guy was awesome. Alright, next question. Also, might as well say this while there are still people here. I'm just gonna put this one up. I do have a slight announcement. Just a little one. Well, not little, but look, I'm gonna announce it, alright? So, approximately 10 months ago, at my 2nd anniversary as a VTuber, I made the bold claim that I would have 3 outfits in the next year before my 3rd anniversary. And I will. I did not, however, have them ready until very recently. So, this is a small teaser of the outfits to come, as well as their vague release dates. And bang. So, I a little outline for 2 of them. The 3rd one is going to be a mystery, right? I'm not going to tell you what the 3rd one is, but it's coming out. That one's in April. The first one, which is the one in the blue over here, is coming out on February 28th, 2025, which is this year and this month, and like a week and a half, or 3.5 weeks from now. Now you might be thinking, oh hey, something else is happening on the 28th. Correct. It's not related, that's kind of a coincidence, but yeah, it's fine. Anyway, everyone in a piece of fiction out their sequel prequels more like than the OG. No, I agree with that, that's completely true. Arrow drip teaser, exactly! Now, some of these may be easier to guess what they are than others. But, just have fun guessing what they might be. They're okay, they're probably pretty easy. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. These are very obvious. They're also mainly just the rough concepts because I don't have the full things completely out there yet. But trust me, guys, it's gonna be peak. It's gonna be great. Especially the third one. The third one is probably gonna be either my most liked outfit or my most hated one. Just gonna put that one out there. So yeah, this is now just something I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna have this like right here-ish. Yeah, there we go. All right. So now when you look at me, you have to see this. Anyway. So, next question. If everyone had to work nude, what would be the worst job to be in? Alright, so I've thought about this, right? I think it would be glass work. Because, like, you see all those videos of, like, people, like, twisting the thing inside of a glass furnace? Store clerk arrow, gym arrow, and stripper arrow. Exactly, no, you got it, man. That was exactly it. I can't believe I made it that obvious. You know, it's like you could see, like, the dumbbells in this one. And you can see, like, you can see in this one, this is my tie that I'm wearing with my apron over here. And it's tied around my head because I'm here to party. Then stripper arrow, I can't show that one on YouTube. But it's going to be, like, mostly mosaics, but with a little bit of tasteful belly button. Anyway. Oh, yeah. Blip, 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 blip. There. Alright. But yeah, I think working in glass, or like anything where you need like a hazmat suit, because then you can't even use the hazmat suit. Oh wait, being an astronaut, that would suck ass because you would literally die. I guess if you're in the International Space Station or on a space shuttle, you don't really need it, but like if you're doing like EVA, like satellite fixing, that's like a whole thing. Oh yeah, either form of heavy machinery jobs or mental health jobs would be terrible to work nude in. There's this one meme that I really like, where it shows an artist talking to a lady, and he's like, "Hi, I'll be painting you today. Are you okay with nudity?" And the lady's like, "Okay, I guess." And it shows a picture of the lady wearing a dress, but the artist is completely naked. And I really like that one. I think it's very funny. But yeah, I think anything that would put your bits in danger from fire or acid or explosions would be pretty shit. Imagine having to defuse a bomb naked. Most people don't want to do that twice. I think that would be a little... I mean, granted, if the bomb goes off, regardless, you're probably gonna die. But, like, you need one of those big, like, the fat suits with, like, the helmets. The worst job to do naked would be working at strip clubs, because the job would lose its entire purpose, and how do you strip if you're already naked? Viral, I think you've just exposed a philosophical issue with the concept of strip clubs. It's like that thing from Incredibles with Syndrome, where it's like, if everyone's naked, no one is. Now you think about it, yeah, it's like, if everyone there, like, if they have to work naked already, you can't do the stripping part. So then that renders the point useless. Then it might as well just be porn. And you can't have that in public. That would be crazy. It has to be tasteful, to some extent. I think any form of performance job would be hella bad as well. Or hella bad as well. Imagine crush your balls bit in a movie and actually get testicular torsion IRL. That would be pretty shit. But also, wait, now that we think about it, what constitutes naked? They're getting dressed? I mean undressed. I have heard of, like, reverse stripping before, where it's like someone will come out naked and then they just, like, zip up into, like, a suit. Or, like, an astronaut outfit. Actually, was that actually... Did I hear about that, or was that a joke from a comedian? Ah, whatever. Point is, a lot of things where working naked would probably kill you. Or harm you in some massive way. Unlike being a VTuber, if I was told to be naked immediately, I would be completely fine. Not that YouTube would like it, but it is feasible. Anyway, next question. What's stopping you from having an OnlyFans? Hey, it's a callback to what you said earlier. Yeah. It is actually a complete coincidence that I had to see it in here, and you also said that thing. But yeah, what's stopping me from having an OnlyFans? Realistically, nothing. What is actually stopping me is the fact that I thought it would be funny, right, to do one. And that would be just like, hey guys, this is a video of me eating chips. And obviously no one would pay for it. But then a thought occurred. Arrow fans would be so funny. It would be hilarious. But here's why I'm not doing that. At least for now. I figured that it'd be funny to do as like a joke. But then, if people search for me, and they see that I have an OnlyFans, that may affect career possibilities. Now, granted, I don't think anyone who, like, on a professional, quote-unquote professional given what I actually do, but, like, I don't think anyone who knows me knows that I'm actually everyone's favorite Android VTuber. I do a very good job of hiding my face in public, where, I roll down my hair to cover one of my eyes, so that way they can't see, like, the curl thing. That's, like, my most defining feature. But anyway, imagine being at the barber and the guy who just does your hair is naked and you're in a constant state of dodging his private bits to rub on you. Oh my god. Or like the dentist. Because, like, in the dentist, they always have you, like, on the chair, like, or on the table, like, flat out. And they're usually by your head. I don't want to get cock-knocked while they're working on my teeth, you know? I'd pay for you eating chips, just like hella censored video of you eating chips. Oh, yeah. That's the thing. I feel like it could affect career possibilities. Like, hey, Arrow, so, we were considering having you play a character in Star Wars 10, but we just found out you had a fansly, and I'm like, no, it's not what you think. And they're like, I don't know, it's a bad image for us at Disney. We're just gonna go with someone who hits people, in an abusive way. And I'm like, oh man, I lost it because I didn't even do porn. Might as well do porn at that point. But, that's my main concern, as odd as that may seem. If anyone at Disney wants to reach out to me and say, hey, you know, you can play, what's a Marvel hero we haven't seen yet? Arrow, we can get you to play Blade. As much of an outrage as that would be. I think if they hired me to play Blade, I think Wesley Snipes would actually just come to my house and kill me. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what's keeping me from having an OnlyFans. That's why I don't want, it's not that I don't want to do it. I think it'd be hilarious. It's that I don't think I should do it. Because that would be a problem. Anyway. Next question. What's your strongest opinion that's not political, religious, or moral? 3-in-1. Shampoo, conditioner, and body wash is the best at doing all three of those things. And I know people have explained to me before that all of them are the worst at doing those things because they actively work against each other. However, I maintain that it is efficient to have all three mixed together and then just go with that. Hell, I'll make my own. I'll take some conditioner, I'll take some shampoo and some body wash, I'll put them in a bucket, and then I'll just, when I need it, I'll just dip my hand in the bucket and then just like rub it all over myself. Granted, soap is really bad for my circuits and I need to use oil probably instead. But, yeah. If Arrow dies, his final stream premiere will just be a sentimental message of the scene where Cell crushes Android 16's head. You could do what Belle Delphine did. Open a joke hub account where the title was Stoking Crack and she was petting a rooster in the actual video. I have a God-given right to ask for bitches. Yeah, we all do. But I said not religious. It said not religious, so you have a right given to you by the state. No, that's political. You have a psychological need for bitches. As do we all. No one can judge you for that. But, yeah. I'm sticking with, oh yeah, also, hamburgers taste like nothing. If you say that a hamburger is good because of the whatchamacallit, the other ingredients in the sandwich, right? Like I don't know what to call it. I don't think there's a word for it. The toppings, I guess. Whatever else you put in the burger. If you're saying the hamburger tastes good because of that, you're not eating the hamburger. You're eating the sides. And that's the problem. The hamburger doesn't taste like anything. I don't know why people think it does. If I bite into a hamburger, I'm not going to taste the hamburger. I'm going to taste like the lettuce, which also tastes like nothing, and like the onion and the ketchup. I don't know what else you put on a burger. Look, point is, hamburgers do not actually have a flavor. I don't know why people think they do, but they don't. I realize taste is literally as subjective as it gets, but that's not the point. Jesus and our forefathers died so we could ethically ask for bitches. Hamburgers good with sauce. Patties are usually flavorless filler. And exactly! That's what I'm saying! The patties don't taste like anything unless they're seasoned properly. At that point, they probably would be. But I'm just saying, though. Red Robin's actually mastered this with their burgers. Tell you what. Because, lol bitch, I believe in you, I will give that a shot. I will find a Red Robin somewhere, and I'll have a burger there just to try it out, you know? But, I maintain my strongest opinion is that I think hamburgers taste like nothing. And if you're eating it for the toppings, then are you having the hamburger? Or are you having sauce with some, like, lettuce and stuff? Why don't you just eat an onion? I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Onions are terrible. Anyway. Yeah, next question. Make sure to only get the Red Robin burger and you'll see. Okay, I will keep that in mind. Thank you, lol bitch. I will give that a shot. We'll see where that goes. Alright. Next question. Which animal should go extinct? Mosquitoes. Actually, you know what? This is my strongest opinion. Mosquitoes. Fuck them. I hate them. I realize they serve a purpose to the environment. I'm not fond of them, though. I think they're awful. In fact, I want them extinct. Now, would that destabilize the ecosystem? And the fact that I'm a Monster Hunter fan who's saying this when the entire game is about preserving the ecosystem, it's ironic. I realize that. But, fuck mosquitoes. I shouldn't have to develop sickle cell anemia just to survive the malaria they give you because they got it from someone else. Yes, they're important, but pest controllers, but they're scary. Spiders are pretty fucked. Yeah, I don't like them either. Really, it's more just like, what insect or arachnid are we gonna say we hate? This is the most first world problem conversation I've ever witnessed. Oh, the thing about the hamburgers? Monster Hunter fan, I hate Rock Nikodaki. See, I get that. I'm not huge on Rock Nikodaki either, but hey, if it makes you feel any better, they just announced another spider for Monster Hunter Wilds, who is a returning one from Monster Hunter 4. So hey, have fun with that. It's actually horrifying and dressed in the skin of its victims. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of where I'm going with that. Mosquitoes. Fucking hate them. Meanwhile, someone in, like, Cambodia is probably going to be like, I wish we should kill all the tigers, because a tiger, I had to fight them for a while. I don't even know are there even tigers in Cambodia? I don't know. Point is, in some third world country where they're still fighting dinosaurs, probably that. Fuck no, why'd you have to say that? Well, I mean, well, proper warning, I guess. We'll see it when I stream the game. But yeah, that's, oh yeah, bot flies. Fuck bot flies. I remember those things. They're like burying the skin. I've seen, you guys ever heard of 50/50? The Reddit thing where it's like, the title will be one of two things. It'll be like, kittens playing in a meadow, or a guy getting a bot fly removed from his skin. And you have to click it to find out which it is. Or it's like a random thing where it sends you to a different one each time. That was a crazy-ass part of Reddit. Australians asking for kangaroos to eat ass and go. Either that or huntsman spiders. Horsefly, yeah, fuck horseflies. Man. Just, like, what purpose, man? What purpose do they serve? Are they food for something else? Do they, like... 50/50 is both the most traumatic yet fun experience. Yep. I would do a 50/50 stream, but I remember one time I saw a guy, get cut in half on a camcorder thing, and I'm pretty sure it was real on 50/50. So yeah, I could avoid those, but I don't know. I don't know, man. That's a risky sort of game to play on stream. Most parasites are animals they can go to as well. Yep. Fuck Parasites, man. Not the movie. The movie was pretty good. And the anime. I haven't read the manga. But, also, by the way, those are two separate things. Regardless, not used with Parasites. Anyway, gambling with censorship is not a smart move. Now think about it, I could just, like, do the normal ones, but those are kind of boring in a way. So I'd have to, like, make a system for it, you know? Let's, like, put myself in front of the screen really big and block it, and then you can just see my reaction to whatever I'm looking at. Like, hold on, let me try this right now, right? It's like, if I make myself huge to the point where I block whatever's on the screen, and then we can go from there to see, you look at my reaction, I'm like, ah, fuck! It's a child getting eaten by a chicken. Arrows while I get banned, or can I last 3 hours? Stream will be legendary. Oh, it'd be perfect. But yeah, that's 50-50 stream. I'll consider it after I drink water. But yeah, that would be a very interesting, very interesting stream. Okay. Next question. We're on like what, 8 by now? 6, 7? I don't know. If you had to replace bathroom with a brand new word, what would you call it? Okay. Thought about this, right? Bathroom. Useless term. Not many bathrooms actually have a bath in them. Granted, I've heard the term for like, you know, it's like, oh, it's a restroom, or it's a powder room if it doesn't have a bath in it. Guys, just call it a shitbox. It's clear, gets the word across, and hey, you know what? Desensitizes the children to it, so that way, we can now say shit in YouTube videos. It's a funny word, I like using it. Everything is fine until a guy bolts his penis to a plank. Yeah. Yeah, I also saw one where they used like, you know what, I'm not gonna say that out loud. I'm not gonna say that on a YouTube video. That would, nope. That would scare my audience away. I'm not trying to do that. You should just put a giant arrow on the screen as a sensor before putting it on the screen. Oh yeah, that would be funny. Forgetting washroom. Oh yeah, washroom. Yeah. Okay, those are fine. I still prefer, the pissing chamber, or the shit room, shit box, something like that. Or the, how about waste chamber? It sounds cool. You know, it's like, the Chamber of Secrets, we could call it that! But then we'd have to pay royalties to, like, J.K. Rowling or something, that's a whole other thing. The sewer level. And that's always the worst part of anyone's day. But it gets it out of the way, so they don't have to deal with it. Shitter's always top 3. Shitter's pretty good. How about the bomb shelter? The throne room, because the toilet is everyday man throne. Yeah. Throne room. Throne room is pretty good. How about the penis bolter? They could have a separate one for women. Unless they also have penises. At which point, we'll figure it out. Or the king's throne, or the queen's throne. That is true. That's a good one. But I'm trying to think, like, it's confidential. Oh, yeah. The top P-crit. Because it's like secret, but P-crit. Escapism is a perfect name as well. Oh, yeah. Escapism. A confessional. Oh, that's a good one, yeah. Just imagine you're in a church and you're like, hello, child, tell me your sins. And the guy's like, oh I should have eaten Taco Bell. Fuck. What when they call it a safety convention center. Or it's like, you know those, hey, Dia Triolana, Poopy Poo Poo Palace. I like your energy. I like that. It's very descriptive. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? But, if you like that scene from Scary Movie 2, oh, yeah, that one. I need to rewatch those. Those were great movies. I've been saying that for months now, but I'll actually do it soon. I promise. All right. Let me think. Do I have anything else? No, I'm out of shit jokes. God, give me the strength to fight this demon. Alright, what is 100% worse when dry? I feel like if I made spaghetti and then dried out the spaghetti to where it's just like a sopping mess of like what was once delectable Italian food, that wouldn't be great. If you also, let me think, what else would, oh yeah, water. If my water evaporates, it's become useless, and by that extent, it's worse. Exactly, water's pretty bad when dried. Precisely, Firewall. You get it. What would you do if you said, if when you okay said yes would go? I would probably just pee. Inside the confessional, yeah. I'd just do it. What else? Oh yeah, I guess blood? Because, like, that starts, like, it's kind of hard to get off of stuff when it's, like, completely dry, you know? Not that I would know. Not that I would know. Thank you. Exactly. But, let me think. What other things, we first need to establish, like, what do we need to be wet? What requires the wet? Soft water, that shit as well. Exactly. Make me smile. Good to hear, dear Triana. Thanks. It means a lot. I like how the chat on the screen doesn't do emojis, so it just says face blue smiling. And my organ steaks being dry. Yeah, any food that has some sort of liquid in it would not be great dry. Yeah. Exactly. So, like, and sometimes you even need, like, a little bit of moisture to make it, like, good. Like, you don't want chicken to be really dry, you know? I wouldn't say it's 100% worse, but I wouldn't say it's, like, you know, you don't want it. My dog when I'm horny. Interesting. I don't have a response to that. Anyway, what I'm trying to get across here. Oh yeah, salads, humid salad, or salad that it's like crumbly and dry, like dried seaweed. Your mouth is always worse dry. Oh, dude, that's so true. Or like the throat, because then it's like you pour water down it, you can feel like all the cracks forming from it absorbing the liquid, or something. It's kind of like you ever see the movie Al the Allosaurus? Kind of a long shot. You know that part where it's like the Allosauruses are chasing a Diplodocus or something on a salt flat, and everything's all like dry and cracked. That's what that's like. That's a visual representation of what it's like to have a dry throat. Speaking of, I'm gonna drink my water. Insert the Minecraft drinking sound effect. Dried lips are pretty shit. Yeah, or dry teeth. You guys ever had dry teeth? Which I guess are a part of a dry mouth, but like, you try to like put your tongue on it and it just sticks to it. I don't know. Dry hands in cold weather. Oh, that's pretty bad too. Yeah, it makes it, I don't know why. It makes it feel like more biting, you know? Dry mac and cheese. Oh, dry mac and cheese. I don't want the cheese to be all like, ugh, you know? The wind bites more when your hands are dry. You gotta use that lotion, that oil. Or, I guess, water maybe. I'm not entirely sure how that works. Here's another one, but dry shit that feels like you're trying to birth a hedgehog. Oh, yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Makes me feel like my nerves are dying. But I know you're not responding to what he said, but yeah, that's exactly how that feels. Now that we've reached the natural end of this topic, in which we talked about hands and or a dog, let's go to the next question. What's something that's incredibly immature that you will never stop doing? Whenever I'm mad at someone, or not like mad, but like whenever I'm like, if I'm having an argument with someone, oil up, we're heading outside. Oh, okay, maybe not oil. But yeah. When I'm having an argument with someone and they make a good point, I'm like let's say it was like, Arrow, you haven't tried Red Robin's hamburgers. You need to go eat Red Robin's hamburgers. I'd be like, oh yeah, we eat Red Robin's hamburgers. Mom passed away today. I'm sorry to hear that. Good to hear that it made you smile, though. It's good to have some light in your life. I think. But I'm sorry to hear that happened. But glad that I could offset the pain. I don't know how to handle the situation. I'm not a therapist. But yeah, good to hear that you're hopefully doing well, given the circumstances. Anyway, but yeah, that's something that I do. Is the or like you just like repeat what they said, but in like a stupid voice. Openly resisting animalistic urges in public. Yeah, no, I do that a little bit too. It's like you just get like the call of the void, where you look at something and you're like, man, I really could drink this entire gallon of chocolate milk as it goes down the conveyor belt at the cashier's thing at the grocery store. But should I? In most cases, no. Blood flow to certain areas. Excellent. I would hope it's your brain. Or, I mean, hey, you know, guys, if any of you get a boner watching this, good on you, man. I don't know why you would, but good on you. Go for it. I can't stop you. There's nothing here that can prevent that. Anyway. Next question. Or the Earth to get scanned like an item. Exactly. Yeah. You gotta love it. I'm going for it. Sure thing, bro. If Mickey Mouse is the world's most famous mouse, who are the world's other most famous animals? That's a really good one. Anyway, I'm not reading that comment. Anyway. Jesus Christ. If Mickey Mouse is the world's most famous mouse, then who are the most famous other animals? So, like, I guess... Let's think about this. Who's the world's most famous dog? Right? Like... There are a lot of dogs out there. I don't know what would be considered the most famous dog, though. That's the thing. That's the question. Snoop Dogg. Okay, you know what? That's actually a good point. Snoop Dogg. If he counts, then yeah. Probably Snoop Dogg, because he sold multiple albums that I think hit platinum or gold. I'm not sure how that works. I don't really do a lot of music stuff. But yeah, I guess Snoop Dogg would work. Goofy. Yeah, Goofy's up there. Oh yeah, Bugs Bunny's the most famous rabbit. Harry the Platypus. I think definitely the most famous platypus. Pluto the dog. But then, is Goofy also a dog? So then it's like... Actually, wait, what is Goofy? I can be your kitten. That's... you don't have to be, but yeah, anyway. Sensation of needing to treat anything you hold like a gun as a toy gun. Oh, no, I totally do that too. Or like finding a cool stick. Hell, that's not even immature. I like that. Like the dog that went to space. That's true. Yeah, no, yeah. Meow. This would be a perfect time to insert that Ace Attorney thing where they're arguing with the girl saying meow in chat. Anyway. Goofy is a cow. What? Are we sure about that? I could have sworn he was a dog. And that he and... Also, wait, Crash Bandicoot is absolutely the most famous Bandicoot. It's in his name. So there's that too. I think that was gonna be my original joke answer for this. Goofy's most definitely a dog. Okay, yeah, thank you. I wasn't going crazy there. Alright, but let me think. Donald Duck is probably the most famous duck. Actually, wait, no, that... Maybe Daffy Duck. Well... Which is more famous, actually? I think it would be Donald Duck, personally. But... Huh. Wouldn't it be really funny if Lola Bunny was actually the most famous bunny as opposed to Bugs Bunny? And for reasons that we all know why. Sonic for the Hedgehog? Oh, yeah, totally. Raven, the most popular Raven from Teen Titans. Knuckles is the only Echidna in fiction, except for Echidna the monster, but I agree that Knuckles is probably more popular. Actually, what if Shadow's the most popular hedgehog? What's Fish Tank? I don't, unless you're talking about Shark Tank, in which I do. I think. Oh yeah, Finding Nemo is probably the most popular clownfish. I think his name is Nemo, but yeah. Then Dory is the most popular, Perfect Blue, or whatever it's called. Tails is the most popular fox. Now that's a question, actually. Who is the most popular fox? Loon's the most popular wolf aside from Legoshi. Definitely up there, probably. What about Star Fox, though? The thing with, like, the barrel roll. Actually, I guess the rabbit says that, so it's not entirely true. Will Smith is the actual most famous fish. Oh, that's true! Yeah, from Shark Tales! Yeah. Forgot about that. That was a weird movie. I liked it. Huh. But is Tails the most popular fox, or is it the Kurama from Naruto? That's the question. Falcon's the most popular Falcon. Yeah, okay, so yeah, if we're going with like Star Fox characters, Falco is the most popular Falcon, but if Snoop Dogg counts as a dog, then like Actually, yeah, I guess Falco would still be the most popular. I was gonna say Ryu Hayabusa because that means falcon or something. Anyway, let's keep going. If you were immortal, what wouldn't you do? Anything that would get me put in jail for a life sentence. You would be going for, like, a death sentence at best, because then it's like, oh, they think they killed you, so they're gonna, like, throw your body out, and it's like, then you can escape. But if it's a life sentence, Pikachu's the most famous rat. That's, actually, yeah, that's a really good point. If he counts as, like, an actual animal, that would be it. Unless, if he doesn't count, then it's the rat from Ratatouille. That's what I'm thinking there. Huh. I don't know, that's up for debate, depending on what you mean by rat. And if it's dragon, what dragon is the most popular dragon? I realize it's not technically an animal, but I guess it could be Smaug, because everyone's, like, read The Hobbit, but anything that actually fuck up my brain, mental health is the worst part of immortality. Oh, that'd be true, yeah. There'd probably be, like, long periods where you have to, like, hibernate to kind of reset yourself or something. I think other stuff, cave diving. Dude, yeah, like, spelunking would not do that shit. Well, think about it. There's that guy in the Silly Putty cave, right? Who got stuck upside down, Smaug or Charizard. That's true. It's probably one of those two. Maybe the one from Shrek. Oh, that's also a good one. There are a lot of famous dragons, is what I'm learning. Or realizing. But yeah, you know, it's like the guy in the Silly Putty cave where he went in and he fell down a hole and they had to leave him there because they couldn't get him out. And he, you know, died slowly and horribly. Anyway. I would never get a job in which you could sustain permanent bodily injury, because then you have to live the rest of eternity with missing limbs, and that'd suck. Let's assume that if you're immortal, you can recover from any, like, physical damage. Let's just make that assumption, right? Being the bomb squad, falling and staying alive, the fact that you could have saved them with you being the only one alive. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Failing and knowing that, like, everyone died when you could have saved them. Yeah. Oh, yeah, let's assume, though, even if you can regenerate limbs, you still feel the pain. Let's go with that assumption. Like, even if you can recover from getting shot immediately, it would still absolutely feel like you're getting shot. That'll apply you actually regenerate. Let's assume that you do. Because then it'll get to a point where it's like, what do we define as immortal if you get blown to smithereens? What is the smallest part of you that's still alive? Let's just assume that if you take damage, you kind of regenerate. Mortality means you can't die from natural means like vampires. Okay, alright, yeah. So if we're going off that assumption, yeah, anything that would damage you permanently would be pretty shit. I guess something that I would want to do, though, is... or wouldn't want to do, is... I guess I wouldn't start a family. Because wouldn't it be kind of shit if in, like, 200 years, I'm like, hey, baby, who are you? And then she tells me her name, and it's like, hi, I'm Andromeda Head. And I'm like, fuck, I can't sleep with my granddaughter. It'd be the brain matter that would regrow it. Okay, alright, yeah. But yeah, imagine that, like, you try to, like, hit up a girl at the bar, and it turns out, oh, wait, it's your granddaughter. You didn't know, because you left the family, because you wanted to hide in a cave or something. I don't know, I think that's the plot of Nosferatu. I haven't seen the movie. Regardless, that's my thoughts on that. So, yeah. Just putting that one out there. The big problem with immortality is that I wouldn't be able to sleep with my descendants. Inbreeding would be a terrible risk. Exactly. I don't want to be Genghis Khaning the world, you know? Which, if you don't know, the whole thing with Genghis Khan is that he slept with so many women that he comprises, like, 5% of the world's population are his descendants or something? Anyway. What would you do if you woke up with Spider-Man's powers tomorrow? Let me tell you, I would die. Because I'd be trying to do all the Spider-Man stuff without any of the knowledge that goes into it, like the whole thing where... Remember, there's a thing in Spider-Man Miles Morales, I think, or one of the DLCs, where Miles is like, why do I need to know about the physical force of a pendulum? And Peter told him, It's basically it's a real big problem you gotta think about when you are the pendulum. So I'm pretty sure I would try to imitate a lot of the Spider-Man stuff and fail horribly and die. Because they do that in like every Spider-Man movie where someone tries to like jump from rooftop to rooftop and then they miss and they just fall through and they get hurt. Ah, my back. Ah. But yeah, that's my thought process on that. Do aerophysics apply? Because if it does, we're immediately dying. Yep. Yep. Pretty much. Government problems would be very bad as well if you're an immortal. I agree. Having to figure out how taxes work on a... Like, at what point do you retire, really, as an immortal person? Do you just go the normal length and then get retirement for, like, the rest of your life? Or you just go in phases where you work and phases where you don't? I think I'd be willing to take a fucking rhino every other week. That's another point. I cannot think of, like... I think at some point, you just get frustrated and then start killing the villains. I realize Spider-Man doesn't do that, but I'm not Spider-Man. And it's less that I think they should die to make the world a better place, and more like, look, dude, it's Thanksgiving. I'm trying to have a meal with my family. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. You stop aging completely with immortality? Sure. I think. Unless eventually you just become, like, decrepit and just kind of old but always still alive. That would be hell. If your brain stops working, but, like, you're technically still alive, so it just keeps kind of, like, putting you in more insane thought processes. Arrow's hero name would be the Booty Warrior. Listen, Green Goblin. I like to call you Green Goblin D's nuts. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. Being with the lizard would be kind of sweet. I don't agree, but, you know, go for it if you want. I'll be with Man Spider. Sure, that would be actually worse, but I don't know. I think it'd be funny, at the very least. If you made $1 every time you made someone confused, how would you become rich? By streaming on this channel. Unequivocally, that is my answer. Then it would be a massive problem. Then it would be crazy, dude. See, I see you there, Brock, or, shit. Eddie. I see you there, Eddie Venom. But I like to call you Eddie Handsome. Venom would be interesting. Just imagine, like, I've been waiting for you, Spider-Man. And then he sees that I'm not wearing any pants. I'm just, like, full dong in it. And then he's like, Spider-Man, what is this? Peter, what is this? Why are you saying you to replace Peter in this world? That's true. Yeah, that's not necessarily part of the question. It's more like, if I had his powers, I would probably die immediately. Because I'd try to, like I would do that thing where you, like, run off the rooftops to, like, see if you can, like, jump it, all that stuff. Like, they do in every movie. Spider-Man movie, I should say. But, I'm gonna be real, man. I do not have the aim to make that work. You've also seen me play Jump King. It's not gonna happen. I feel like I would jump off of a high building too high and, not make the landing. So there's that. That's my thought process there. Anyway, if I made someone confused, I would continue streaming. The Leap Faith Ritual would be a terrible idea. Yeah. Plus, you have to figure out how the webs work in real life. Unless you just have it built in like the Sam Raimi movies or Ultimate Spider-Man. Super strength naturally comes with super durability. That's true, but I would find a way. I would figure out some way that gets me, like, dead on the street, on the pavement. Unequivocally, I have no doubt that would happen. Yeah. That's life. Anyway. Alright. Next question. What is something nobody considers when talking about surviving an apocalypse? If Last of Us 2 is any indicator, it's the fact that there's like an 8-foot-tall woman with a sledgehammer waiting around every corner. Does webs even have Spider-Man durability, or are they just as fragile as an IRL spider? Maybe they're, like, durable in proportion to size of it? Like, how can I put this? Like, because you're a human, And proportionally, the webs you make are much, like, larger than a normal spider. They're probably more durable. I've heard that spider silk, when, like, actually woven into stuff, is as strong as iron. Real spider web is by no means fragile. It's actually super stretchy. Exactly. I've heard it's, like, as tensile as iron or something. I don't know if that's true, but I heard there was a vest actually made of spider silk. Mutations in the zombies are getting infected by skin-to-skin contact. Oh yeah, or getting scratched. We're getting, like, tetanus from, like, a baseball bat with nails. Or, like, running out of, like, canned food. What you really need to do is make your own little farm, right? That's the solution to all that. I keep inhaling water. God damn it. Imagine being a diabetic in the apocalypse. Oh yeah, that'd be horrible. Yeah, spider silk is 3 times stronger than seal is. If you have that at, like, a size equivalent to what a spider is for a spider for a human, you could make a suit out of that and be completely fine. Just wrap yourself in it. As disgusting as that might look. Oh my god, it's Cum Man here to save us. I keep telling you it's Spider-Man. Whatever. But, yeah. Which I've said like 80 times this stream. That's my thought process on there. There's always an 8-foot-tall woman with a sledgehammer, or some kind of disease that you need, like, a fix for. If you have a brain problem, you're dead, basically, unless there's, like, an MRI near you. Power would be a big one, but everyone thinks about that. Imagine the physical taxes that shooting natural webs would have, though. Oh yeah, you'd need to eat, like, a bunch of stuff that you could, like, I guess turn into the web stuff. The fact that the virus turning people into airborne is waterborne, that's true, yeah. Or, like... I'm just thinking, like, what happens when we run out of bullets? Like, we're not gonna have, like, a forge or anything going that makes more stuff. Eventually, like, that's gonna be worthless. Guns will, because you won't have the ammo to fire them. Also, in the immortal words of a big boss, using a weapon you're unfamiliar with in the middle of battle isn't very smart. I think he said technique, actually, but the point still stands. Oh, yeah, imagine being an abandoned child in the apocalypse and your parents eat you. That'd be pretty fucked. Think about Left 4 Dead. Most of humanity died in 2 weeks. Exactly, yeah. Or like a thing that was pointed out in the Last of Us show, that the woods were actually really safe because a lot of the places with zombies in it were places with, like, cities with people. The woods were actually fairly safe. What happens when all the weapons break after enough time? Then we pretty much just gotta go back to sticks and rocks, baby! Sticks and rocks, using tools. That's about all I got. Alright. What's a series that you could watch forever as long as there were new episodes? Always Sunny. There's an endless amount of content that they could make. Everything is a weapon if you know how to use it. Exactly! This file in my hands is more dangerous than that bow in yours. That's probably true. Getting locked out of a bunker by accident would be absolutely hell. That would suck, especially if all your stuff was in there. Especially because if you had, like, any kind of defenses to it, you have to, like, navigate those. And that would be awful. Yeah, I think Always Sunny, as long as they make more episodes of Always Sunny, I'm willing to watch Always Sunny. 10 years, 20 years from now, they'll probably stop, but you know what? I'll be there. And I will be the Sunny of Always in Philadelphia. It's just such a nice show, you know? Or Scrubs. I'd keep watching Scrubs if they actually made more Scrubs. Avatar would be up there, yeah, definitely. It's just such a cool world with so much stuff to do it. Max Steel's show that comes to mind if they decide to do a reboot. B&A would be a show if I watched it was Infinite. Like, B&A, like, Brand New Animal, or is that a different B&A? Basketball, Native Americans. I haven't heard of Max Steel, though. I'll give that a shot. Yeah, Avatar would be really, really good. I wonder what's happening with the, that movie they're making for it. Like, I know they announced it a while back that it was going to be a continuation of, Last Airbender, but I don't think I've heard anything since. And I guess movies do take a while to make, but I don't know. Brand new animal, yeah. I like that show well enough. I do think it needed more episodes to really like get the plot going. We watched Last Airbender I think 20 times already. Never once felt the need to skip anything from it. I completely agree. It is a splendid show. Just like, you know, I'm not going to say it never did anything wrong, but I am going to say it's one of those things where regardless of how much I might like be like, oh, this could have been done better, everything it does right is just so good. It does it so well. It is a classic for a great reason. Those shows are Power Rangers. That's an interesting one. I need to give. I kind of want to watch Power Rangers again at some point just to see if it's like as good as I remember when I was younger. I'm down for more seasons. I am too. It'd be great. I did like a lamb, but something felt very Zamasu-ish in terms of how we kind of rushed things along. Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think BNA could have used more episodes to really like, you know, I don't want to say flesh out the plot, but I feel like it took like about the Avatar movie. We do know that it'll coming out in 2026, and it will be the original crew. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. Good. So it is still in production. Excellent. I wonder if they're gonna do a Kyoshi show. Because I know they made the light novels about Kyoshi, but like I don't know if they I could have sworn they announced something about that, but I don't know. That's a summary of my entire channel. I could have heard something like that, but I'm not entirely sure. I make no commitments. I will not fact check myself or anything else. Oh yeah, Sing 3. I haven't seen any of the Sing movies. I've heard they're good. Didn't inhale the water this time. All right. But yeah, Avatar. I'm very much up for more Avatar. I think it's good that they're going back to the original crew. I think I've only seen like members of the cast. I make no commitments. Heir to his wife and 3 children. Honey, like remember, it's like I'm like I make no commitments. Everyone else at the wedding, they just like stop and staring at me. Sir, these are supposed to be your vows for your wife. I make no commitments. I need a little bit of water. All right. How thick does a stick need to be before you can call it a log? All right, so I've thought about this, right? So, let's say you've got like a stick like a sword, right? It looks like a sword. You pick it up, sword, right? You can fit it in your hand. You can curl your fingers all the way around it. I think Road and choke is, water. Yeah, exactly. That's what happened. I think like if you cannot wrap your hands around it, like one hand, you cannot like if you can't even get your fingers halfway across the thing, it's a log. I can't help you anymore. It's not a stick at that point. If I have to do like the claw thing, where I grab it, but I can't even like reach all the way around it, then it's a log. So yeah. I think a tree branch is the limit. The main tree trunk is the log. That's true. That's another one. Another way of looking at it. For some time now, I had an idea about Avatar sports games, something like FIFA and Inazuma 11, where the player does crazy moves through bending. That would be really good, especially because they have like the actual like bending sport in Korra, where they have like an earthbender, a waterbender, and a firebender doing like I think it's the thing with discs. But yeah, that could be a really, really good game to have. It's so weird how Avatar games just don't really do it though. Like all the Avatar games that exist are usually like kind of low quality stuff, you know? I think there were some on the Wii that were, or the 360 or something that were like really good, or like okay at least. But I feel like they do not do what they should be doing with the brand. Imagine if they made like an Avatar MMO, where you could like pick your own bending style and like go through stuff, and there's so much that could happen there. Bending football basically where you once you're allowed to move the ball with only your feet, head, and chest are bending. That would be really cool. Yeah, and then you can like have different bending like styles in like each element, where you like go from like more offensive stuff or more defensive things. There was a VR game with earthbending, which got some updates. Oh yeah, I've seen one of those for Attack on Titan. Cool ideas, but they need like better implementation, you know? Anyway, off of the log question. You marry someone who can best be described by your Reddit username. How fucked are you? Well, considering that my username is just Arrowhead, pretty fucked. It's not great that I'm marrying myself. Remember there was an Airbender Puzzle adventure game. It was so bad. It was so ass to watch. Yeah, and then there's also one for like the 3DS where it was like Fire Emblem for Korra. And then, let me think. There was that one that came out recently, The Quest for Balance, that apparently did pretty badly in terms of scores there. From a company I think called Game Mill. It's called Game Mill, and they thought it was a good idea to get a game from there. It's just crazy to me how... What is it? Does Warner Brothers own the rights, or is it Nickelodeon, or is that the same thing? It's crazy to me that Nickelodeon or Warner Brothers owns the rights, but they are not actually doing anything with it. I realize they might need the approval of the creators, but when you think about it, there is so much potential greatness in a good Avatar game. And it's crazy that no one seems to be trying to do it. Nickelodeon seems more likely. Okay, yeah, Nickelodeon. But even then, it's like, are you really going to look at me in the eyes? Look me in my android-ass, blue, weird-looking eyes and tell me that not a single company would be open to doing a big-budget Avatar game? It doesn't even need to be big budget, even. It just needs to be good. Yeah, Quest for Balance looks like a 2008 Wii game, and they charge like $70 on it. I mean, I marry someone with good Samhead? Probably Samhead. Not sure why you'd want that, but I can see exactly why you'd want that. But yeah, welcome to the stream. How you doing? But yeah, it's I don't know. I think there is absolutely an audience, myself included, for a good Avatar game. Just like there was for Hogwarts Legacy and other things they would need, like Batman Arkham Asylum. Proof that you can make a good game about an existing product and have everyone go nuts for it. Just putting that out there. Looking back at the episode number question, Glitch Text is also a show I wish finished. Hell, I'm Frankie. Okay, yeah. I'll look into those. I think I've heard of them, but they might have been a little after my time with Nickelodeon. I am a rather old man at this point at the age of 3. What's something nearly everyone except you knows how to do? Whistling. I hate to say it, but I cannot whistle. I've tried, can't do it. I do not have the physical function to do that. I lack it. Even so, they could technically just make a game around the Avatar world without necessarily following the main story. Exactly! I don't know how to whistle either. Okay, so we're comrades there. Then that makes sense. I don't understand it. Yeah, hold on, let me give this a shot, right? Can't do it. I don't know how it works. I've even tried doing the thing where you like put your fingers in your mouth and you're like, I don't get it. I'm one of the only writers in my friend group who can actually read. I want to assume that's a joke, but given my friend group, I almost kind of have to assume it isn't. But let me think other than that. I guess winning a game of Counter-Strike is something that everyone else can do but me. Or, nah, that seems a little too niche. Riding a bike. Can't ride a bike. I tried once, fell off, got hurt, never did it again. Cannot ride a bike. Whistling, well, is hard, but a normal one is easy. Yeah, but I can't even do a normal one. I just, like, it blows. Research, and that's incredibly embarrassing and work at a very research-demanding job. Wait, really? No, I can't ride a bike. Yeah. But yeah, research at a research-demanding job, that's pretty rough. Yeah, it's like, studying for me is also pretty difficult. Winning in general is something anyone can do. That's true. But yeah, I can't ride a bike. I'm gonna put that out there right now. I have great appreciation for people that can, but I don't get it. I don't have the balance for it. I don't have the leg power. I don't know. Point is, can't ride a bike. I generally study for one class. Yeah, I feel like the problem is, like, lower level school, at least for me, was like easy enough to where I didn't have to study that much. And then I went to higher level school where I did have to study, but I didn't really learn how to completely until like towards like the end of it. And then yeah. Also my ability too, but I used to be a master at biking. That guy's a fucking steal. Nice, bro. That's gnarly. But yeah. All it took was like one skin knee for me to be like, nope, never doing bicycles again. Alright, what's your go-to? Put that shit in everything. Basically, I think it's talking about food. And for me, maple syrup, baby. I'll put that shit on chicken. I'll put that shit on, chicken. If I had a steak, I'd probably put it in that too. Pork, probably. Yeah. Maple syrup is pretty good. I like it a lot. Open a bottle of booze without a bottle opener. I know a guy who uses building lunches to open the... Oh yeah, I've seen some people do that. Yeah. I'm scared of breaking the bottle when I do that. Not that I open a lot of beers, but you know. What's a good position and everything? But yeah, I do maple syrup. Ranch are actually good honey mustard. Waffles? I mean, yeah, I put it on waffles occasionally. But mainly chicken. Really good on chicken. Like fried chicken. Get fried chicken with some maple syrup. That's a delicacy right then there. My cousin Cletus, he taught me the technique of putting the maple syrup on the chicken, and I eat it. Good. That's also using the burgers, makes everything better. Yeah, burger sauce. That's a whole other thing. I don't use sauce a lot in general, but when I do, it's maple syrup. Or the chocolate sauce. I'd be okay with that. Like Hershey's chocolate sauce. Pour that shit on the chicken. Get some magic shell on there. Granted, that only works if it's cold. But, you know, I'd be up for that. Chicken is a very versatile food. A breakfast sandwich with mayo and syrup works surprisingly well. I've heard mayo goes pretty well with syrup. I'm not a huge mayo guy in general, but I see the point. I see the game. I respect your game, you know? Yeah, I put maple syrup on a bicycle, eat the bicycle. What is this enticing bowl of white, Arrow? That's not important. Speaking of enticing bowl of white, next question. I did not actually think that was gonna be about milk. Anyway, who has most successfully milked what should have been 15 minutes of fame? Hawk to a girl. Talk to a girl. By fucking God. Talk to a... The Bitcoin thing that she did. All that stuff. That's insane. So, yeah, that's my answer for that. Talk to a lady. Perfectly timed. Exactly. An enticing bowl of white. Successful milking. But, yeah. All damn Diddy jokes. Oh, yeah. Dude, there are times where I'll look back at, like, a controversy and be like, I should have made a video on that. I could have made bank. And then I see people getting into drama over stuff, and I'm like, you know what? It's good to stay out of it. I can just make stupid videos about stupid things, like I always do. And it's gonna be fine. No one's gonna have an issue with it. The girl who superglued her hair to her scalp was actually compensated by Gorilla Glue. See, there's that too. Yeah. Basically, anyone who made, like, a dumb joke or something and then just made it their whole, like, thing. Gorilla Glue Girl. You think when the Harambe kid grows up, he's gonna start streaming and he's gonna be like, oh, I'm the Harambe kid. Another thing is when people make Predators popular in general. Oh, yeah, that's true. When they, like, publicize all the stuff and then people get, like, a fan of them around them. You know, there's, like, a thing on Tumblr somewhere where they have, like, a fandom for serial killers. Who, like, they're like, oh, cute but psycho. And it's like, no, they're actually crazy. You shouldn't. Whatever. Anyway. Yeah, I think Talk to a Lady. I think she is by far the most 15 minutes of fame that extended further than that. Civilized Predators by turning them into memes. Yeah, that's also pretty bad. Anyway. I think, yep, that was the last question. As characters. Correct. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder, I do have the extra costumes coming out. I will have those soon. The first one on February 28th. Coincidentally, Monster Hunter Wilds is coming out the same day. Weird, that. Anyway, happy 3rd anniversary to me. Yeah, happy 3rd birthday. Thank you all for joining me on this. I hope I made your day at least a little better. And my next... I forgot my whole outro. Alright, my next stream is on Friday. I will be playing Dragon Quest 11. A little short, but I'm glad to see you stream. Yeah, I didn't have as many questions as I thought I did, but here we are. Anyway, see you everybody. My next stream is on Friday. It's Dragon Quest 11. I hope to see you all there. Have a lovely morning, day, or evening. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. Goodbye for now.